Welcome gamers to Rogue Station. Rogue Station is a roguelike space station game, essentially where you are in charge of a space station. You've got to build it up, defend it, and all sorts of weird and wonderful things actually happen to you, on all procedural. So it's quite an interesting little game actually. So let's just get into it. Let's just go and start a new game. So we load her in. You start off essentially with a character like a station manager plus your crew. You have different abilities, like from piloting, systems, repair, weapons, combat, and firefighting. So our initial crew, Jenna Wilkers, she only has, like in this case, she heals up crew as she's sort of travelling around. We've got another one through here who triggers a shipwide emergency fire suppression system, lasts 5 seconds, but we have to actually spend what are called, I think, rogue points. I don't have enough for that one, so I can't unlock that particular character. This is 1,000. Again, with different sorts of unlocks all the way through. And so she's the only one we can play with at this point in time. And similarly back in here, we've got like different sorts of crews. That just, that actually is a little bit different in there. Movement speed, hit points, oxygen. Now, there's a lot to cover. I'll get into a lot of this when we get into the actual game itself. This one is interested in systems. This one is interested in repair. So we've got maintenance. We've got a gunner as well, interested in weapons. Now, these also are random. So these just come through. Let's go and play on hard. So we end up with a enemy strength growth modifier of ×3. That's the difference there between ×1 and ×3. This is going to be a difficult run. Won't last very long, I don't think. Let's launch this thing and get into it. It says difficulty normal here. Actually, I wonder what the difference is there. What's the difference here? Central Perseus. The entire sector has a... this is 8,000. I can't do that one. So I'm still playing on difficult, but in the easy environment, I guess. So situated in the outer edge, the sector is poorly mapped and mostly empty. Plenty of resources to mine and a few small settlements nearby. I'm just going to go and launch. I'm going to skip past all this stuff. You can just sort of pause it and do that if you're wanting to. There's a few of these sorts of screens. I'll just skip past them. And I'm just going to pause it by pressing the space key. Let me explain how the game is played. There is a tutorial you can play, but I've sort of turned that off at this stage. Back in through here, we've got like events. So these they show upcoming enemies and events. They come in from the right-hand side, and when they get to this point through here, they're then at our asteroid where our space base actually is. So, and then we have the encounter. So we see things coming. They don't just surprise us. So we can prepare a little bit for things. What we want to do though, first of all, is really get our defenses up. So this is actually our space station. This is very similar to a lot of games like Cosmoteer. There's a whole heap of them anyway. The Stardeus. So similar sort of thing. Probably a bit simpler than most of the others. We can tell specific crew members where to go if we wanted them to. I am going to set the crew members up in a minute. What we actually have is these are floating chunks of resources. This here is like a mining station, and then the miners will then go and actually sit at this station and then go and mine these as they float past. This is sort of what actually happens. We have a gun, like a laser, back out through this other side. Let's go and build a few more. Just go to the build menu, go to weapon systems, laser blaster, and this is just a tier 1, I think, at this point in time. And so we can only have up to 3 of these at any one point in time. So let's just go and add a few more. I'm just going to go and place these. You place the position where it actually is, and then the actual where the weapon will actually then be in space. Let's build 2 of those. So it's quite easy to sort of do this. All right, so we now actually have our weapons ready to blast. This then gives us room to grow and build other things in here as well if we're wanting to. That's pretty much all we can really build. When we have a look across, this then shows us the power back over this side, so how much power is required by all active components during combat. We're running at 38 out of a possible 60 at this point in time. These provide 30 each. And then this is essentially how much power is currently required by all active components. Now the active components are things, for example, like this is our atmospheric life support. I'll just get rid of that one through there. So this is life support, which generates oxygen. So again, we have to just be like this one produces 200 oxygen is what it actually does produce. And at the moment we're using 120 of the oxygen. So once we get over to 200, we're going to start to drain the oxygen off, and we're going to then run into trouble. So we have to sort of manage the oxygen as well. We also have hull points, so different things will happen to us as we get attacked over time, and that will then drain away the hull points. So we need to go to each of our actual crew members. In fact, I might just go back into the crew members up and through here, and we can usually hire one right at the very start. It's going to cost me these this sort of cash or credit system sort of in through other things in through here. So let's just go across into hire. We have Alicia Roberts, who is good with combat, so hand-to-hand combat, repair, piloting. Nothing much else there really. Pretty low hit points really in what we're looking at through there. So its job is actually as a gunner, so using weapons, so interested in doing weapons. So this one, these reload 100% faster, even though she's got no skill in it. So we need to get her into that. We'll just spend 400 to bring her in. So she has now been hired as part of the crew, and so we've got different crew members down this other side. Just got central view. We've got different perks. We don't at the moment. We've got an upgrade: increase the accuracy of all laser weapons by 25%. That's active. And then we've got no gadgets at this point in time. Actually, there is a question mark there. I don't know if it'll tell us much. This is a collection of perks you have. Yeah, that's nothing much. Upgrades. These are important. So we have to spend sort of the cash in here to. We've got 3,600. We're going to do different things, like make things stronger, improving the hit points. There's different systems that we have, like the generator. We can ultimately sort of get it to have more power, for example, but it will then consume more oxygen. So that would be something that we could actually go and do. If we go into weapon systems, I'm probably thinking this is probably where we end up going initially. So with our laser blaster, this is the only weapon we have at the moment. You find different things as you unlock as you go along. And so at level 2, we can either get, that's 15% chance for any ship component hit will be disabled for 2 seconds, or increases the chance to ignite on hit by 15%. I think I might go with the stunning. Actually, the ignition is good as well. I'll go this way here. Now, if I click on that one, it's going to take 6 days, and we've now got 2,600 left over there. I'll just pause. We've got a truck outside. Right, I think it's gone. Let's go to each crew member. We can click on a crew member, and we can then see what they're good at. This one is good at repair and likes to do repair. So repair, number 1 priority, firefighting, number 2. When there's a fight going on, I think that it will just repair anyway. So that's going to be okay. At this stage, it's also then going across to use this particular system in through there. So it's heading out that way. The next one down is a systems. No, not really good at anything in this case. So lots of hit points on this one here, which is good. So we can sort of give them different orders. Like it's fairly sort of basic the way that we can set these things up. Again, we've got defense, engine, heal, weapons. So when things are going on, it tasks the staff to the shield, force field, or anti-missile gun stations. Now we don't actually have any of those. So I'm thinking that what will end up happening here is that we'll just go straight to weapons. So that one will prioritise weapons, even though it's not very good at weapons. We'll have a look at the others. This is Jenna Wilkers, the station manager. She also isn't any good at weapons. She's got pilot, repair, firefight, heal, weapons. That's okay if it's further down. These other two in through here are... this one is good at weapons, even though it's only got like 1 point there. And so weapons are number 1. I'm happy with that. And the one underneath that is also good at weapons, and weapons are number 1 there. So that they're going to ultimately just wanting to go back over here. I can tell them to hover around in here. I can click on those and just give them orders to stand near the weapon stations. We can just go and do that. Not that it really matters that much. And we'll just let them go now, and they'll just do their own thing. These will then get into... You can see they've got different rates of movement. They're wearing the equipment here as gunners. And then these are going to then send out... There's 3 different... mining rigs that are being sent out through here. So the mining rigs are all heading out to that floating piece of debris. Now this is just a bit of banter that goes on. They'll start mining. So they're mining away on that. They will then come back. These are just wandering around. They've got nothing to do, but we do need them when the fight starts. Just keep an eye on what's going to happen down in here. There should, like, again, it is roguelikes, so there will be things coming at some point. So these then come back in, so they'll then let the materials go, and then we'll see the money start to increase back over here. Now I want to let the money stay at a relatively high distance. Let's just go and have a look. This one's now bringing in against this one over here. So they're just hovering around, waiting for things to happen. So at the moment, with the new crew member, we're down to plus 100 now. Got a scam phone call coming. So we just wait for these things to come in. So we've now got up to over 3,000. Let's now go and start to maybe even focus on trying to get these a little bit better. So if we go to into our upgrades, so we're getting the laser blasters worked out a little bit better than what they were. Let's go across to income. Now income, we've only got the mining rig. So we can either go and increase the robot movement speed by 25% or add a 1% chance to mine 10 rogue points. But rogue points are the points that we use to unlock things in the game. But let's just go this way to start with. So we'll just go and grab this one. This is worth 3,000. So we're going to be pretty much out of money after this one. So we'll just let that one continue. But that will then improve overall our income levels. So if we can sort of keep ahead of the game, we're going to be okay. Now to get all the different unlocks, we're going to have to do combat, but there's nothing that's actually, it's just random when things are going to appear. But at this stage, nothing much has actually happened. So we're at day 11 now. Away we go. I can speed up time, but let's just leave it where that is for now. Well, actually, there's nothing really for us to do, so let's just speed it right up. It goes at 8 times speed when it's going fast. Here comes some events. We can see that we've got an enemy ship approaching, and then we have a trader coming as well. So let's save up as much as we can for when the trader arrives. We're doing okay in terms of our ability here to defend ourselves, I think. Now when this one gets here, like one more day, let's just go and get these, tell them to go into their stations now. They'll automatically, when there's an emergency, they'll automatically do what they have to do. So this one's now ready to go. There we are. So we now actually have, this ship has now arrived. And so if we go and click on that one, we can then see the actual ship itself. And so we can see there, it's got like a couple of laser, which is it laser there? This is a machine gun. That one there is a flak cannon. So these do different types of damage to your ship as well. And then we have down at the bottom here, we've got a maximum of 10 different weapon slots. We've got 3. One of them is not filled at this stage like in the game, but we can then tell them what to do. Now, the game sort of randomly targets anything really. It's targeting a door. It's targeting some sort of pilot station. I think that's a pilot station. That's a what is that one? That's the engine. Oh, that's the engines, the ship engines, and it's also then targeting just this piece of flooring over here, which is not what we want. What we want to be doing is we want to be chopping down and stopping them from using these. The flak cannon and the machine gun. So they're the 2 weapons that they actually have. So I'm going to go across, I'm going to click on number 1, I'm going to then right click there. So number 1 is now targeting that one. Number 2 can also target that one. And number 3 can then go and target this one. So we'll just go and target those individually. So we're looking at these in here. So we'll look at the same one. We'll just center on our view. And we'll just watch what actually happens when we start to unpause this. So the combat will now start. I can click on this to, if there's multiple ships, I can actually go and select the ship I want to be looking at. So they'll start firing at us. There they go, they've missed, so they're aiming for there and there. These other ones in here, I'm going to go and get Jenna, who is also able to repair, to go into this room. And I'm going to get the other one to just come back into here, just so that they're in the right position. So I've just got it paused as I'm doing this. You can see through here we've actually taken 10 points of damage from them, and we've actually disabled this particular one with that shot. Our upgrade to stun for 2 seconds has worked a little bit in through there. We'll just watch what actually happens. This is actually as the power comes up. So we'll see that we've got like the three people in there firing away. Missed. Okay, there's a few hits that have gone in at this point in time with their different cannons. So this is now back up and running again. They're down to 280. We are at 493 out of 500. And you can see that there's now damage being done to the ground here as well. No fires have started. So this one here, let's just have a quick look and make sure we've got repair, then firefighting is number 2 after repair. For Jenna, it's the same deal. Now this is a bit dangerous with only having two characters doing this. Let's go and change it around for Jenna so that firefighting goes above repair, but keep repair happening in through here. So we want to repair the hull damage, so that we at least keep on top of that as well, but also any fires that do start up, we have to be on top of those as well. So we can change the priorities of our crew members as we play. They've hit in there. And then we're repairing up as we go. So we're actually getting positive repair. In through here now, if we have a look at the actual spaceship itself, we've actually now hit this to the point where this has actually now been damaged and is burning. We've still got one coming in through here. The actual, the gunner is actually still doing okay. Let's now just switch to other targets. So 1 and 2 can now go across maybe to here, and I'll just go and target the engines as well. So we'll just target other areas. This is not usable while it's on fire, so we've actually now stopped the that was the flak cannon. This one here also looks like it's out as well. Yeah, repairs are low. It's not going to be able to really do anything here, I don't think, as well. So it's also out at this point in time. Let's just go back to our central view. Oh, we just got hit. We also took some health hits there as well. So they were still firing. We're now firing away in here, doing different sorts of damage. And we're bringing the hull down. Now they're trying to repair this station. We've now taken this one out. And we've taken that one out as well, the engines. 3 has now moved across. So let's go to 3. I can do it from here as well. So let's go and get some of this oxygen. So we're doing more and more damage. They are repairing as we go, but we are doing damage. There we go, we've taken that oxygen out. Number 1 is now in the middle of nowhere. Let's just go across to there. Number 2 is still on that one. Number 3 is on that oxygen there. And we're getting their hull points right down. Now they're back firing again. So this one is now back in here again. Let's just go and target that one yet again. We'll get the number 2 and target that one as well. We'll sort of do as much damage here as we possibly can. There we go. We've damaged it again. And we've hurt this particular crew member. Let's get the 3rd and target this crew member. He's running off. Trying to target it. You've only got 34 now. So we haven't really suffered much damage in here. When it comes through, they're not going to be able to get back. This one's trying to work hard on this particular system, but it's now been blown up. So we've now get rid of that one. We then actually have like a perk that we then get to pick from each fight. So with this one here, we can increase the robot movement speed by 12.3%. Under captaining, we can unlock a medical station, allows the crew to heal when injured. And we've also then got technical weapons, so unlocks the plasma beam weapon. It ignites fires, so we could actually use that weapon there. But I think we'll go with the medic station. So let's just go and grab that one. And so that one now goes into our build menu. And if we just go back and center on the view, I'll just pause this because we do actually have this one coming in. So a trader is coming over. Let's not put the medical bay on just yet. We'll use, because that will then cost us. If I go to build and then go to systems, there will be the medical station for 400. That's I'll leave that one where that is. So we'll actually sort of leave that one and wait. We'll just let this trader come in. A merchant from the local trading company has arrived. Okay, so we now go and shop. So quite often we're either going to get people for hire. Now this one here has got 2 weapon slots, 2 weapons in here, which is very, very cool. So let's hire that one for 400. We've got 600 left. And we've gone up to 8. Now each one of these is another 20 that's come off our oxygen supply, so we're still actually okay. And then the special tech in through here, increase all weapon damage by 7%. I'll grab that as well. So we're down to 100 points now. So the new one is inside. Let's just double check weapons, firefighting, repair, that's okay. All right, so at least we've now got 3 dedicated weapon specialists. They're now just working back over there. Just unpause this. And we'll just let the money come back up again. Here we go, got another attack coming in. So up to 1,000 points again. Now, we do want to get the repair system established, so let's just go back into the builds, the systems, the medical area. Now watch what actually happens in here. If we go to the medical station, it's then going to impact the power that we actually have. Let's just go and place that one down there, for example. And so our power is now getting up a little bit higher, so we have to be a little bit more careful with the actual power. We're still okay with everything at this point in time. And they come. Let's get these guys into their slots. Actually, I'll let them, they'll be able to get back across there. Let's just leave it there. Right, here it is. Here it is. So we now actually have the next mission. Now, we'll have a look at the actual ship itself. What have we got there? That's a machine gun, 2 machine guns. I think that's the only sort of points that it actually has. So we just get number 1 to target that machine gun slot. So we probably want to target these more than anything else. Grab that one as well. Number 3. We'll go with that one there as well. So 2 and 3 go there. Number 1 goes over here. And you'll just see what actually happens here. We'll just go and center the view just so we can see what happens to our ship. We can zoom into here. Sorry, I keep on getting phone calls all the time. It's a bad time. Here we go. We're now firing away. These are not dedicated gunners, but they're just doing what they can. Let's just leave them to it initially. We want to sort of try to get them. Here, there we go. We've hit this one. We've hit this one now. That one's now been knocked out. That one's been knocked out temporarily. We've now switched over. Let's move you back into this slot. So we'll just move that one across. That's what you're supposed to be good at. So they're now moving away, firing away. Now we've just been hit into here and down in here. These two are repairing as everything sort of gets going. They're down to 180 and we're still at 471, so we're actually doing okay. And we are now hitting them pretty hard. We've knocked that whole station out. They're trying to repair. We'll just keep on sort of smashing into here, doing more damage. Now we've missed with number 1. Let's just go back with number 1 in here and maybe knock out one of these. That'll do. Yeah, 2 and 3 is now finished. So let's just go with 2 and go that way. Number 3, we're just trying to do hull damage at this point in time. Let's just go and hit both of those. If they bring these weapon stations back on board, yep, that's now burning. They're now trying to put the fires out. So just now smacking everything. We're trying to get the power down. The power is now drained off. There we go. Blown away. Blown apart. Now we have laser weapons. Increased damage of all laser weapons by 6.86. We have the economy. Increased robot movement speed by 21.27. That's not bad. And we also then have the unlock of the machine gun component. I think we'll keep with the lasers at this point in time. Let's go with the economy. So we can sort of try to keep on just generating more and more income. That's going to be pretty much what we have to then go and do. Okay, so we'll keep it coming in through here. Still nothing coming back in this other side. Let's just make it go a bit faster. So we've still got more things coming back in. Here comes another ship. Enemy ship is approaching. Now, with our build queue, what else can we build? We've got the systems back in through here. Yes, we've got oxygen. We are going to need to get another generator. That's 1500, so we don't even have enough for that one just yet. We're going to have to, I'll just have to leave it and save up for it. I think having 3 weapons just gives you that one extra weapon that the enemy doesn't seem to have at this early stage of the game, but we will have to improve that over time. We'll just keep our economy ticking over though, which is good. Right, time for you guys to get into your respective positions while we wait for this ship to come in. Here we are. Now we've got a weapons mount there, which is also a machine gun. 2 machine guns on this particular design. Don't think there's anything else. Yep, no, that's it. All right, number 1, target that one. Number 2, which is not manned yet. We'll get that one to target that as well. And number 3, target that one. Okay, so that will then take those weapon areas back out. Just go back and center the view where we are. So we're firing nicely here. Now they missed with everything. They did hit in there. A couple of hits. We've just disabled this one in through here, and this one as well has been disabled. They're now firing again. Where are they in space? Yeah, just up here. So we can actually just go to wherever they actually are. Yep, so they just we'll just watch what happens. Like we're still actually okay. We've now knocked these out a little bit more. So they're trying to repair what they can. Okay, 1 and 3 have now finished. Let's get rid of that. 3, we will target that position there where that repairer is trying to work. Yeah, we're just getting through the hull now fairly quickly. Get 3 over here. So our crew members are improving as they go. They're not able to use anything themselves. There we go. Kaboom! So that one's gone. So we get economy again, 11.84. Kinetic weapons unlocks a machine gun weapon or technical. I think we might go this one now. The plasma beam ignites fires. So let's go and grab that one. Now we have to be careful with our power. So we do need to save up and get what we need from the actual power areas back in through here. So let's just let everything sort of keep on progressing. Nothing else coming. Let's just speed up time. And we have an envoy from a nearby colony. Now this is going to ask us for money, which we can do, and then we actually have an event coming. This ship in distress is a bit more of an interesting sort of battle. Let's just see what we can do in here. Now if I go with I've only got 40 out of 60, so 60 is the total power. So it's not great. We're sort of now running out a little bit in here. We're going to have to start to save up and then build other sections of the space station. Let's just wait for this event to come. Just save up our money as much as we possibly can. Right, the colony of Omega Ziskel. I don't know why they've got it even more to the right than in the, up against here. It sort of doesn't make a lot of sense, but anyway. We require protection against bandits, so unfortunately we have no qualified crew to assist them. They will, however, accept money instead, so we can actually give them money. Purchasing resources at one credit, maximum crew recruitment level 1 or 2. I can extort money from them as well. I'm gonna give them my money in this instance, so let's provide them with the help. So helping the colony grow would allow us to sell our mined resources at a higher price. So let's just go for it. We'll play the long game. So we are then improving what they actually have. So we end up being able to sell a little bit more. So instead of 10, it's now 12. So ultimately, we'll be able to get the money back. Then we have an event coming in through here. Now, what we might just do in the meantime is just go and get like things ready for the next aspect. I could actually go and grab like another one of these generators. I sort of wouldn't mind have keeping these all together. So what we can do is let's just go and start building. So if we just go across to build and go to ground, I can then start to build. I've got airlocks, I've got automatic doors as well, and I'll then also have ground tiles. So if I just go to ground tiles, select these, I'm just going to start to move another section in here. I need to make sure I've got enough space for everything to be able to move in and help different areas. So these are a 3x2. So we'll just go that way for there. So this will be one big room. And let's just go back up to the generators. Now I've got 1,473 left, which is not enough for me to go and put in a generator. Actually, no, 1,500. We are close. Anyway, let's just go and resume for now. So we'll be wanting to sort of figure out the best way of having everything sort of working. Now we've still got the 80 oxygen, which is fine. Here we come with this event. This ship in distress means that we're going to have like a big fight. I can't believe you, it's Jenna Wilkers. Must be over 10 years since we last saw each other. So anyway, blah, blah, blah. This one I find doesn't change. We do give this particular one they're being chased essentially, and this always happens. So we get a special upgrade at the laser blaster, so it adds 1 bounces to the projectiles. So it just becomes a little bit better. So that one's now in, and it goes into our perks. We confirm that. Let's just pause where we are. So we're in now a position where we've got our friend's ship over through here. So this is actually where they are. So not sure if that's her there. Anyway, this ship will also be targeting. They'll be targeted by the 3 pirate type ships. If we go and have a bit of a look at these. Now this one here has got, let's just see what sort of things. It's got a flat cannon. It also has a breacher, which is a missile weapon. And so we probably want to destroy this one as much as we possibly can, as quickly as we can. So we'll look at that one there. The next ship across has got a machine gun and a machine gun. So I think the breacher is the worst one so far. And this one has also got a breacher there as well. So it's, the damage is 1.1. What do these do? Damage, actually 6.5. It's actually not, I thought this would be worse. Let's go back to the original. If we go and click on that little eye, it will then come into this middle section. So let's start with this ship. We'll just blow it up ship by ship, I think, in this case. So we go back to number 1 and target that one. Number 2, I'll target 2 there as well, and number 3 we'll target on that particular area there. We'll just center our view. We're going to have like a lot of things coming in this time. You can see there we've got there's a lot being targeted. So when they come in comes the next gunner. So there's damage being done. So they're coming in to repair as much as they can. There's a lot going on. Now the first one was destroyed. So so that one on the end there, it looks like this ship over here actually did all the damage, because I think we were targeting that one, weren't we? This is one we were targeting. I had the wrong ship that I was looking at. Let's just go across number 1 this time and do the same deal in here. Number 2 there as well. Number 3 back over here. So we'll now target the actual ship we were looking at. Sorry about that, guys. My apologies. So we've got a lot of damage happening. There's no fires yet. Oh, there goes one of the breacher. Now see how this is now sucking out the oxygen. So we've now got a breach in the hull, and the oxygen is now sort of disappearing. We are now going to have to make sure that is healed. So we've now got a dangerous aspect. We've taken some damage back over there, and we've now blown that ship up. We've just got one more ship left to go. So we'll now just go and target this one. Just get number 1 and go that one. Number 2, we'll go that one as well. Number 3, we will target this one over here. There we are. Alright, so this one's taken a little bit of damage. Actually, no, I've still got 250. Just center our view again. So with that breach, that's a problem. We do need to get that one repaired. So I think that this one is actually repairing that. We shouldn't have any more breaches. Isn't it cool? What a cool little game. Now, the oxygen is out, and it's dissipating very, very quickly. I'm going to open up this door and this door here. And we've blown that one up, but we still have problems now on our spaceship with the breach to the bottom area. So that's now been done, and this ship is actually now still okay. We'll just come back into where we are. So we'll just resume. There we go. We fixed up that one. We're still at negative 81. This one here is okay. Hit points are 23, which is actually all right. So that's actually all right in through here. These guys are just going to keep on working away. You see, this one is still actually active. Oh, there we go. So, friend in distress. It says, thanks again, old friend. Would help you in this situation, but my ship can barely move as it is. I wish you the best of luck. And so that's pretty much done. Now what we'll do is the others that we had set the priority with weapons will now go back and start to do repairs or anything else that they can actually then go and do. So that's pretty much what's happening in through this other side. Now, just center the view. And it's funny, oh, hang on, there we go. That was now just disappearing. I was wondering why I couldn't actually do anything. All right, so they're just repairing things up, which is good. So we have all that done. They're going to go back. They're still repairing. And then once all the repairs are done, they'll then go back to making money. healing up in there. So we're generating the cash now. We need to get up to is it 3,000 or 1,500 for the next generator? Only 1,500. So let's go and grab another generator. So we'll go from 60 to now to 90, and we've got 500 odd. Let's just wait until we get this one done, and then we'll increase also again through the upgrades. Now, if we go to perks, the perks will now show us that we've got the special laser blaster upgrade. Gadgets, we don't actually have any. Still don't have any gadgets just yet. Isn't it a fun little game? It's not bad, is it? And it's not easy as well. Like, you know, if you're not sort of like, I think our next big fight is going to hurt us. Let's just see if we can get any upgrades with 1,000. Now, this is the mining rig. If we don't actually have any defenses, the weapons, we can go to this one here for 2,000. So I can't quite afford that one just yet. We do have the plasma beam as well, which I can upgrade this one for 3,000. So we might bring a plasma beam in now that we've got the... so let's actually go and have a look at that one. If we go and build a plasma beam, so I'll build this into the middle in through here. So we just go to weapons. That's 1,500. So we're nearly ready for that one. Oh, we can only have a maximum of 3. Passing debris. We managed to grab hold of a large piece of wreckage. Could be something useful or some dangerous explosive. What should we do? We'll bring it in, of course. Inside the wreckage are useful components we can use to upgrade our station. Confirm. Awesome. So we can upgrade. So reduce oxygen loss when in low oxygen room by 28%. Sounds good. So another perk that we then get. It's a fun little game. It's very enjoyable. Now we've got crew. Can we get more? Yeah, we can start to hire. No, we can't hire anyone just yet. We've still got 2 more slots available though. So we're not looking after things, for example, like bedrooms or anything like that. So it's abstracted, but in a more just around the combat and the mining. It's pretty much everything. Oh, here we go. I didn't even see this one coming. And we've got another event coming as well. Asteroids are incoming. Okay, so we've got an enemy ship. So this one is a different looking design. We've got a couple of weapons in through this side. These are just going to be laser blasters. So 2 laser blasters. Didn't even see these coming. This one should be a little bit easier. So we'll just center our view again, and we just really want to pretty much just have a look at this little area through here from the enemy ship. Now our guys I've left our guys all over the place in through here, so we're going to suffer a little bit in here. There we go. We're back in firing. Now they missed pretty badly. The enemy did. Oh no, that's us firing at them. Now they've hit in there. One of the others will go into repair. We've got repairs coming back in. Now we've knocked them out. That's good. We'll just keep these going until they're completely destroyed. There's still more coming in somehow. Oh, there's another one there. Okay, let's just go with number 1, and I'll go number 2 there as well. Number 3. Obviously, number 2 we missed. So it's just a matter of clicking down the bottom here and then sort of selecting something else to aim at. Let's just aim there. All right. Well, we've nearly got this one anyway. Ultimately. Oh, we are on fire actually. So if we just go back into centering the view. We have a fire on the ship under here. So you can see that we've got the fire extinguisher. So tasking is firefighting. Now this one won't be terrible because we're on top of it, because we did change what the task levels were. But fires can spread very, very quickly. There's a fire there as well. And now we've blown this one up in the meantime. But let's just go back into our ship. And what we want to do is we want them to be firefighting before they do repairs. Just watch what actually happens in here. So they're now repairing. Firefighting's still going on. Now we do actually have a shield generator. We've got missile weapons as well. I think we'll go with defense. So we get the defense against, like with laser projectiles. We've still got the fire down in here, and repairs happening as well. So we're just doing basic repairs around the ship. So you spot a large rock hiding in the darkness of space, heading your way. You can try and blow the rock to pieces with your weapons, or fire all weapons. Now this is the damage that's going to come in. Now where do these go? So we're just going to have to fire at whichever one, to be honest. any old. I'm just going to let them do their own thing at this point in time. Yeah, well, I'll let the game just figure out its own. Actually, no, I won't. I'll do this myself. That's the big one though that we're going to have to get rid of. Here, so we'll get too focused on that one. Sorry about the neighbour's dogs. God, it's so much noise going on today with this recording. It's been a bit of a pain in the bum. So they're going to be slowly coming in to us over here. Let's just watch what actually happens. So we've got incoming coming. So they're repairing there. The fire is now still burning actually. So we've got a lot going on. So we're firing away at these. There we go. We've destroyed one of them. It's nothing. Here they come. Oh, this looks cool, doesn't it? This looks cool. So we'll just they're automatically going to be sort of targeting these. Come on, get the hits. Get the hits. There we go. We got rid of that one. We are getting some hits on this one. The big one has been blown. Yeah, I'll just let them continue on. Only a few more hits coming in. Okay, another one down. They're all firing at this one now. Got it. Phew. Okay. So the economy. We gained 852 raw mined resources for a total value of 165 Omni cash. Good. Now we do actually have a little bit in there. So that was well done, team. Well done indeed. So now we need to get our defences sorted out. So let's just go back. Then we've now got the fires out. Looks like all the repairs are basically done. We'll go back into the build menu, and we do have the plasma beam, which I can't actually add because I'm at the maximum there. But for defences, we do actually have the shield generator, which creates a barrier against laser weapons, needs a character to replenish its strength. So let's go and place that one, say, in here. I think that would be a good position for it. Alright, so we've got the shield generator there. And nothing else coming at the moment. And we're okay with all of this. Speed it up. Comes another enemy. And then we have another trader coming in after that one. So it's, yeah, the rogue elements are basically what comes. It's all procedural in this sort of case. You're in full control of what happens over here. Whoops, I should get these back up into their spots. You better get across in there as well. There we are, just in time. Now we've got only 2 weapons in here. And what are these? Just flak cannons. And a flak and a machine gun. 2 there, 3. That will do us. Now their ship has got 600 hit points. So this is going to be a bit more of an extended shot here. In fact, we've wiped that one out already. We're down to 400. We're doing well here. Right, and we've actually knocked out one of their crew members, I think, as well, which is good. There's also things, for example, like that's the ship data there. There's over through here, though, we actually have the evasion chance. They've got 0, we've got 0. This is actually the overall ship armor. We've got nothing. They've got 8.5. And then the crew armor as well of 25.2. We don't have any crew armor on our particular crew, but we are taking a little bit of damage in through here. Let's just have a bit of a look to see what actually is happening here. So we're sort of doing well in this region. Just keep on firing. Now 1, 2 and 3 are now targeting that particular area. Let's just keep it going in here. Put the pressure on this in this room. It's been knocked out. So there's no fire coming back our way while we've knocked out their weaponry. Their oxygen is out. They don't have any more other oxygen. They're now trying to put... we haven't got fire starting at all. There we go, we just killed another one of their crew members. There we go. Done. It's a great little game, isn't it? It's quite good fun. There we go, we've got a level up. So weapon slots, yeah, crew. This is a level up for us, or her as a commander. So we'll just go next. Heals the most injured crew. Okay, that's good. That one comes back up. So we now can have up to 10 crew. Now we've got technical weapons, so increase the rate of fire of technical weapons by 5.74, increases damage of all laser weapons. Now that's what we're using at the moment. Let's go that way. So we'll just go and grab that one. I do have re-rolls that I can do as well if I'm not happy with the random level ups we end up getting. Let's just go back to our ship. I'm thinking I might leave it here, guys. You know, this gives you a bit of a feel for the start of the game. We've covered the basic, the basic aspect of the game as well. So it's a really nice little game. It's like it doesn't try to be all things to all people. It's very much focused on just the mining and then the combat, where you're trying to build things up over time. What I might do, look, I'll keep it going. We're up to 3,000 now. If we just keep on going to upgrades. So the plasma beam, we've got the laser beams in through here. I haven't done this one yet, this upgrade. This is only 2,000 to get that one. This is only 6 days, and then this is going to give me adds 15% chance at actually, yeah, sorry, that's already been the one that we had. What does this one do? This one does it just gives you better hit points. So let's just go and grab that one there. So that'll then do the upgrade. But you get the idea of it anyway. It's just a really nice little roguelike space station sim. Quite relaxing to play, quite easy to play. I've actually had a longer run here than what I normally have. I'm normally out of here by about 20 minutes with ships, but we've sort of been going for quite a length of time, and we are building up really quite nicely. And of course, you can build up any which way that you like, so that you're not constrained by anything. Just be aware that you have to be careful where they can actually access things. So if there's a problem, I think they can get into these, but they can't sort of get into this area. So they have to be able to get in around the outside edge to be able to then do anything. Just go shopping. There we have another for hire. Wow, this is this one's actually like a marine. So I'll hire this one, and we have an upgrade. Increase the rate of fire of all weapons. Yep, so we'll buy that one as well. Actually, I don't have enough money for it. We've already hired that one. Oh, right. So we didn't get the actual upgrade. So we've now got like a marine type unit. So there'll be other things. Here comes another enemy ship by the looks of things. But I'll leave it here. You get the idea, and you just keep on playing until you lose, basically, which is not too bad. It's good fun. I'll catch you next time. Hope you enjoyed this video.